Once again, we are back on Boond Soch ttalk, train of thought, with a series of an episodes with Dr. Pradip Mitra, who has been part of an corporate world for 25 years, both into corporate and into an academia. And there are the various career options, what we are talking to him in terms of an investment advisory and wealth management. In the last episode we have taken, and now we'll be talking more terms of an risk management. What are the career options which are there as for the risk management which is concerned? Sir, welcome to ttalk Boond Soch ki. Now, in fact, for the benefit of our target audience, for the students and for the practitioners who are there, can you throw more light in terms of risk management and what are the options which are there as a risk management which is concerned?
Okay, so basically, if you look at the risk management part, so if I define the risk, risk is basically the deviation between the actual and expected outcome. So whatever be the department, you can have the risk, be it sales or be it your finance department. So in finance department, you may have targeted revenue which you could not meet.
Right.
So it's a risk of revenue generation. Sales, you have a targeted sales you could not meet. Then collectively, when we take all those department risk, some operational risk, your system is down, you could not make the payment, or you could not receive the payment. It's a loss. So normally, taking again, you have the corporate governance risk. So normally, taking all these risks into consideration, we talk it as a enterprise risk management. So far as risk management is concerned, there could be 4 ways of managing the risk. One is that you avoid the risk. You don't take the risk. Avoid that particular option of doing something. So anything you do, suppose you take a project, so you may face risk. So you don't take the project. So avoid risk. Second is that you share the risk. Right. So like insurance, you share the risk with others.
Right.
Third is transfer the risk. So you transfer the risk to your counterparty.
Right.
So that risk is basically derivatives, managed by the derivatives. And fourth is that you go with the risk. So these are the different aspects. How do you manage the risk?
Yeah.
And then there could be 2 ways the risk can happen. That some events which are non-frequent in nature, but when they occur, they make big losses. So there are different strategies for that. Like for example, suppose you have a fire insurance taken. So fire, it's an accident which may happen, but it's not frequent in nature. So you pass this risk by taking. I'm just simply explaining the risk
for target audience.
Understand. So then you go for the this kind of risk with the insurance. So you share this by paying the premium. So you pay the premium and shift the risk to the insurance company.
To the insurance company.
Another risk is that which you have with this frequent occurrence. But less, amount is less, right? Like price risk, right?
Correct.
This price risk can be occurring in commodity or even in case of financial assets.
Correct.
So that you manage through the derivative products like forward contract, future contract, or option contract, or swap for managing the interest and all. Interest, or you say foreign cash flows, all those things that can be managed through these derivative products. Now, when we are talking about a career from this aspect, 2 things that it's a very niche area. So once you take this as a career, you are looking at that particular risk area only. So you are a specialized, and risk whenever risk. But there is ample scope in India, because in India, not a very matured market. So it is going to be matured because of this a lot of legal compliances coming in, like SEBI, as well as the IRDA, or say for the company laws, etc. So those are bringing the risk management a huge exercise that is going to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So there is ample scope of getting into this risk management and do a career.
Mm-hmm.
Not that lucrative as we are talking about the investment management, investment advisory or wealth management, because there you earn from them. So obviously it's a co-paid job and you get well paid, very well paid. Here it can range, the starting career can range with 8 lakh to 12 lakh package, and then it can enhance up to 20-24 lakhs package. That's the idea. But it's a very job is very much compliance related job, and you need to have a lot of skill on statistics and mathematics. So there are courses like courses or FRM. So FRM, basically you see that the course structure, you have a lot of quantitative things in there. I mean, use of quantitative things in risk, because there are a lot of things that we work on, like we see the probability of default. So probability of default, you need a statistical analysis of the data. Or like you are talking about managing the sensitivities of options. So then you also need to go with the quantitative finance is much involved. You go for back test, stress test. All these are happening. So these are the very niche area, and you should be sound in this quantitative finance. Quantitative aspects, specifically statistics, and in some cases it is also econometrics. So, but see, I mean, this is for your passing those examinations. Like I talk about the GRP course, Global Risk Professional course, or through FRM, Financial Risk Management. So that particular course, we have 2 levels to clear, and also you need to have some work experience to finally get the FRM certification. So after passing the certification, I mean the exam, also you have to go for some experience to finally get the certification. So that's a very good course. But there are some other courses also. If the students are at graduation level or at the level of post-graduation, after completion of their post-graduation, they can go for this particular course of FRM. Because within this profile, within this parameter of post-graduation, they can do courses on derivatives or courses on compliance risk or governance risk, or some certification courses on the project management. So these courses are available if you go with the Coursera. There are different short-term courses run by the different universities. Also, there are courses available in Swayam portal, which is free of cost. In Swayam portal, you'll find that IIT, some professors from IIT, they are taking this course on the financial risk management as well as derivatives. So those courses are important. You need to have those courses done while you are doing your post-graduation. Those courses are free of cost, but ample scope of learning. So I'll advise students who are doing their post-graduation, they can go with the NISM module of derivatives, module of foreign exchange, module of fixed income securities, as well as they can work on these NPTEL courses floated by the IIT and IIM. IIM also, there's a good course which is available in the Swayam portal. Swayam portal is introduced by the government, and there are very good number of courses, and if they complete those courses, they also get the credit. I mean 2 points credit. There are different courses. Some courses are of 8 months. Courses of 8 weeks, 12 weeks, like this. So courses are available.
But so, take initiative or get.
You have to take the initiative because, and also you have to develop your quants. Again, a lot of companies nowadays that they have inbuilt software system. Now there are different companies who are developing this kind of software. So with this risk management knowledge in one hand. Other hand, if you're good at programming like Python programming or R programming, then you're most welcome in those companies also who are making these softwares.
So that adds in value, like options are more open, like in that case.
Options are more open, but a niche area. When if you are joining there, then you have to move into the risk side only.
Correct.
So you will not be able to jump to other different. So if you are very much focused that I will go for this particular career, you can always go. You have to be proficient in Excel, learn some languages, programming languages. That will also help you in coding, like Visual Basics or R programming or Python programming. That will help you because this kind of training with this risk management, one can become the risk management consultant after, say, experience of 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years.
Right.
They can work independently also as a risk compliance officer. And now in many of the companies now, they are also recruiting chief risk officer, so that the whole purpose is that to control the risk.
Correct.
So there should be 3 things. One is identification of risk. Second is you need to assess the risk from the data, doing some stress test, back test, or measuring the probability. What is the chance of occurrence of the risk? You should assessment what will happen if that, and how do you mitigate risk. So you have to think of those options. So those are everything. And then third point, as I was talking about, third point is basically control. So wherever, again, in the risk management also you may have certain control part or supervision part. So take some corrective actions.
Good, great. I think it's a great insight given by Dr. Pradip Mitra on this ttalk platform in terms of as the career prospects which are concerned in risk management. And as in students or in practitioners, if they want to go up higher up in the ladder and be part of this risk management area, like, and there is certain certification what Dr. Pradip Mitra spoke in terms of as far as FRM which is concerned.
FRM will be the best one.
Which is best one for this?
Which can be done after doing post graduation.
Nice.
If people are doing MBA, but graduation is the minimum.
Good.
Minimum.
And also in terms of there has to be a quantitative technical abilities which are there, like which is very crucial in terms of risk management. So this is what ttalk platform is all about. Try and clear lot many doubts as well as target audience which are concerned. And I'm sure the students or the practitioners who are listening to Dr. Pradip Mitra might have got lot clarification as the risk management career which is concerned. And I'm sure just catch up with Dr. Pradip Mitra on our next episode of ttalk Boond Soch and go to www.ttalk.net. Subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. So thanks a lot for being part of this show. Thank you very much.